Hey guys, it's Aquaman, and on this episode, we go from Southern Virginia into Northern Virginia. Stay tuned. Hey guys. All right, so yesterday and today did a Nero. Actually, it wasn't really a Nero. Did over 10 miles yesterday to get into Daleville, and stayed at a pretty sketchy hotel. I'm not going to name the name of it, just because I don't want to cause any bad press about it. But it was pretty ghetto. Probably one of the worst hotels we've stayed in on trail so far. And then I was waiting on a package, and unfortunately it took way longer than I expected for it to get to the outfitter. So I'm starting late. Potato and Teflon have they're already at camp, which is about 5 miles up trail, and so I've got to catch up to them for the night. But just as you get back on trail from Daleville, there's this really cool sign. Check it out. 1/3 of the way. So not a bad accomplishment so far. Next one is the halfway mark, and really looking forward to that. So, but for now, we're going from we just passed South Virginia. Now we're going into Northern Virginia. So let's see what that has to have. Let's see what that holds for us. All right, we'll catch you down trail. Good morning, everybody. So I'm at Fulhardt Shelter here, and just outside of Daleville. And so the shelter is a typical shelter, except it's got one cool aspect to it. It actually has a cistern, which means the water that comes off the top goes into a guttering system, gets caught here, and then goes down into a filtration system, and then a spigot at the bottom. So kind of an interesting, different way of having water, but we are on top of a mountain up here. So that was one of the neat things. Yesterday, I left Daleville from the outfitters in a light rain, and it took me about a little over 2 hours to go 5.6 miles. So I was moving, and the elevation climb was 1,500 feet. So, it was just like going straight up for about 3 miles. So let's see what else. Last night was a big bubble of hikers here because of the fact that trail days just ended. So a lot of them came back to Daleville and then pushed up the mountain. And so it was busy, very, very busy last night. And while I was in Daleville waiting on my supply box, I got a haircut. So yeah, so I got hiked off pretty good, but we're getting into warmer weather. So I wanted shorter hair for now. It'll grow out. And that's about it for now. So we'll catch you guys down trail. Hey gang. All right, so today we're on a mountain. Well, we're in a trail that runs parallel to a mountain road. And the cool thing about the mountain road is it has all these overlooks. So we've been doing overlooks all day long. So we just come out of the woods, we'll hit an overlook, and then just go right back into the woods. So yeah, you can actually cheat this trail by actually walking the road if you wanted to cheat it, but being legit and staying on the trail and just enjoying these overlooks every time we come to an opening. All right, we'll catch you down trail and enjoy the overlooks. Hey guys, well, I guess it is inevitable with any group. Tomorrow is our last day together as a traveling group, or tramily as some call it on the trail. Teflon's husband's coming into town, so she's going to spend time with him, and Potato's flying home to Idaho to be with his family for a few days, so that's just going to leave me on trail. But we decided we're going to talk about stories about our favorite moments as a group. So we'll do Potato, Teflon, and then myself. So, all right, so we'll get started with Potato.
Howdy. So I don't really know if this is my favorite moment, but it's one of my most memorable for sure. The day before we went into Lick Skillet Hostel, we were hiking down a mountain, and it was Aquaman and I, and Teflon was behind us, and a big storm was moving in. Aquaman and I got to a shelter, and we were waiting for Teflon to show up. And she didn't show up, so we were a little concerned. So, like I said, the weather was moving in. And so we moved out of the shelter to see if she was down at the trailhead, and then all of a sudden, lightning and thunder, and the sky lit up, and it just absolutely started downpouring. And Aquaman and I noped right back to the shelter with the quickness. We ran back there, right? And we waited for like maybe 20, 30 minutes for the rain to stop. Finally, it kind of let up a little bit, and Aquaman and I looked at each other, and we're like, well, let's go rescue Teflon, right? So we headed out, and it was like maybe 5 miles to where we were supposed to meet. So we're hiking in the rain up this mountain looking for Teflon, and she just wasn't there. So finally we got to the campsite that we were supposed to be at, and Teflon wasn't there. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, what had happened? Like, I thought she had either, got off trail or got kidnapped by the Amish mafia, or fell down a mountain and a bear was eating her face. Like, all of these things went through my head. And about a half an hour later, let me back up a little bit. So then Aquaman and I set up camp in like this tick-infested rhododendron forest, right? And we're just sitting there, and about a half an hour later, I hear Teflon's voice, and I go, "Oh my gosh!" And so I kind of ran over there, and there's Teflon, and I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, "What are you chuckleheads doing? Like, I've been here for 2 hours waiting for y'all, and why are you camped out in that horrible campsite?" Right? My campsite has a picnic table, and it's next to this bubbling stream, and I just looked at Aquaman, and I was just like, you know what? She's not the one that needed rescuing. So that's it.
So I think my favorite memory was the day that we came upon the big red barn that we were supposed to eat at, and yeah, it was closed. But there was this big flea market with old cars, and I got new earrings there, and we had barbecue, and it was a nice day, and it was just really fun to spend time with my tramily. And one more thing that I have to say is that don't ever come across a bear when you're with these two chuckleheads, because they won't save you. Okay, that's it.
All right, so my story. Well, mine actually piggybacks off of Teflon's story. It was actually early in the day. We went down a wrong path. I'd seen a path. I saw something in the distance, so we went down this extra path off the White Blaze area and came across this barn area and this beautiful white house from a settler's area. And it turns out it was the Settlers Museum. So we go exploring this whole area. There's nobody there around, so we're looking at all the cool artifacts that are there. And then we go down this beautiful road, and we come across the actual administrative area for it. But we don't see anybody. So we're like, all right, now what do we do? And then down the way we saw a woman working on a trash can that had got knocked over. So we go down and we find out she's one of the organizers of the place and one of the caretakers. And she says, yeah, the schoolhouse is open. So we go in, check out the schoolhouse, and we're having all this great time. And Teflon and I actually have our little AT passports, and so we collect stamps along the way. And she goes, yeah, we have a stamp. So Teflon and I went back up to the main house, and she rummaged through the house, got the stamp. And so Teflon and I got to sit on the front porch and just swing on an old swing overlooking this beautiful meadow. And it was just awesome. And then from there, the three of us went through this meadow into this little wooded area, and the jasmine was in full bloom and the honeysuckles were coming out. So the smell, it was like walking through a potpourri forest, and it was just so beautiful. The weather couldn't have been better. The smell was amazing. The company was great. It was just, the hike wasn't hard that day. Everything was great. And then, of course, we came across the red barn that Teflon talked about, and the car show and the barbecue and all that. So it was just an awesome day, and one of our favorite days as a family. So, all right, well, that's my favorite story. Morning, guys. So kind of a somber morning for me, leaving the shelter and my family behind. So yeah, it's a little rough right now, but it happens. And I'll probably Potato may catch up with me down trail. I don't know about Teflon, but it is what it is. And now it's solo for a while. So, all right, guys, we'll catch you down trail. Take care. Hey guys, so as I continue to climb the mountain in this morning, kind of a cool deal happens, literally because of cool air and warm air mixing. And right now, I am well above the cloud line. Check that out. So, pretty cool, huh? Thought you might enjoy that. Hey guys, Aquaman has found a swimming hole. Check it out.
Very good.
And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Hey guys, so I'm at Middle Creek Campground, which is actually a Blue Blaze. Got picked up and taken here from the creek where I was just swimming, which was really nice. It's hard to believe it was just snowing on me less than 7 days ago, and here I am now swimming in a swimming hole in a creek. The water was cool, but not ice cold or anything, so it was great. But Middle Creek Campground is really awesome. They got milkshakes and hamburgers and cheeseburgers, and as you can see from all the hikers in the background, it's definitely a hiker hangout. I mean, it is an actual campground, so they do have all the trailers back here, but it's also, they figured out hikers are a good source of revenue, so they're definitely cashing in on us here. And but no, the hamburgers were great, the shakes were great. So all right, but now it's time to get back to a climb. Catch you guys down trail. Hey guys, all right, so I just arrived at Bryant Hill Shelter, and this thing is massive. I mean, it really is almost an apartment size building. So I'll give you guys a quick tour. So it's got the picnic table, fire ring, water literally right down there, and this massive wraparound front porch. And then the thing says it will sleep 20 people. So here's the lower section, and then it's got a loft. See if I can get up this loft one-handed here so you guys can get a view of it. So yeah, so it's got this massive loft. Windows, those are all plastic windows. So you can see all of the space. So it is a massive, massive shelter. Good morning, everybody. So I just left Bryant Ridge Shelter, probably about 400 yards back, and today is going to be an epic challenge. I'm going to actually go for 25 miles today. I don't have Teflon and potato with me, so I'm on my own. Hopefully I don't push myself too hard today. I've got some really big climbs. The first one is a 3 mile up, and then that levels off, and then it goes back up for another 1.5 miles. So we're going a very large elevation gain today, and then I'm going to try to get all the way into Glasgow, which is 25 miles away. So we'll see how I do. So wish me luck. All right, guys, here we go. Hey guys, all right, so I just summited the second major summit of the day. I'm on top of Apple Orchard Mountain, and kind of a neat little facility up here. Not sure exactly what it is, and I don't want to get too close to it, but pretty cool looking. And again, the view from this summit, pretty epic again. And whew, yeah, that's a tough one. That was definitely a tough summit. And I got one more major one today. I got to go down and then go back up another summit today. And trying to knock out a 25 miler today. Not sure if I'll make it. It's a daunting challenge, especially with 3 major summits. But we'll see what happens. All right. Well, whatever you are, bye-bye. And I'm off this mountain. Take care. Hey guys. All right. So coming off of Apple Orchard Mountain, there's some sketchy areas that you got to go through, but one of the ones that's kind of neat is called Guillotine. So check out Guillotine Rock right there. So basically you got to go down under it. So You follow these stairs down, and you're hanging under a very precarious rock called Guillotine Rock. Look at that. Alright. Couldn't get myself out of harm's way. Alright. Well, I survived Guillotine Rock. Hey guys, how we doing? Alright, so I'm on Thunder Ridge Outlook. Now, check out that view. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Look at that. And it looked like there may have even been a landslide at one point down over there. So, well, I just left Thunderhill Shelter probably about a mile and a half ago, and as I was leaving, I ran into one of the park rangers, Officer Wilson, and he actually recognized me from my videos, so that was kind of cool. So he said, hey, can we do a selfie? So I said, all right, so we still got a long way to go today, so enjoy the view. Hey guys, alright, I just summited the third, bug just dropped on me, the third of the major summits for the day. This is High Cock Knob, and still got 8 miles to go. It's still a long day ahead of me, but the major climbs are all done. Still got some minor ones to go. As you can hear, my voice is about shot from all the huffing and puffing. It's been a grueling day so far, but it ain't over yet. So wish me luck. Let's see if I can make it all the way to Glasgow. Alright guys, I did it. I made it to the James River footbridge. That's 25 miles. I challenged myself today from Fulhardt Shelter to Glasgow, and this is the 25-mile mark. So it was some major summits, some moderate summits, and a handful of little ones, and a very hot day, so as you can tell. So alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you down trail. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit that notification bell so that way you know exactly when I do drop my next video. And I'll see you guys on the trail. You guys take care.